Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. National Financial Literacy Month is celebrated in April, which is a great opportunity for us to check and promote our financial situation and skills. Joining me is Luke Lim, Managing Director at Phillip Securities. And for this segment, we're going to discuss going to best practices for picking a broker as well as investing in the US. It's great to have you with us, Luke. Welcome to Trade Talks.
Happy to be here.
First of all, share with our audience more about Phillip Securities.
Sure. Phillip Securities is a member of the PhillipCapital group, where we are one of the pioneers in retail investing in Singapore. Established since 1975, we have grown into an Asian financial house with a growing global presence and offering a comprehensive suite of financial products and services. We were also the first broker to launch online trading platforms in Singapore, with POEMS in 1996 that has changed the way retail investing trades today. And over the last 20 years, we continue to update and improve our POEMS platform to cater to the investors' changing needs. In fact, we have recently launched our POEMS 3 mobile app with a new suite of features and upgrades to benefit the new millennial investor. I think one of the features that we've built and spent a lot of time on is a revamped design and UI to give users more easier and intuitive access to its features, information, and products to help them make better financial decisions. We've included new intuitive charting apps, access to over 40,000 financial products, premium research tools, and financial education for the new investor without any additional platform fees.
And I understand the collaboration with Nasdaq empowers Phillip Securities investors who are interested in U.S. equities investment. We're glad to have a key retail player in APAC join us for Financial Literacy Month. With the growth of retail participation, and Singapore, of course, is no exception, what is your advice to the retail investor when they are picking a broker?
I think retail investors have a lot of decisions to make today, and there are so many platforms, so many brokers to choose from. But it's important that they need to understand the basics of what a broker should provide for them, right? And I think there'll be many new entrances we see today, some with welcome gifts, some with promotions to attract the investor. However, what is important to the consumer today is convenience, efficiency, security, and advice. You also should look for quality and service at the right price, as well as in-depth insights and analysis, and especially knowledge on the stock market to aid you in your investment decisions. I think in a time where there's so much information coming in, available on the internet, it's how do you have a broker that can help you, guide you, and navigate through this financial storm? How does the broker help you and give you that information efficiently and wisely? Investors today should also look at the platform and the broker's reputation and establishment. Right? How long have they been in the business? What do they stand for? And for us in Phillip Securities, we have been in Singapore and around here for over 45 years. And we have a strong understanding of both the local markets as well as international markets with our US research teams. In addition, the broker company should always prioritize investor interests. They must always stay up to date with the demanding needs of the consumer. And lastly, I think to give an example, PhillipCapital, we ensure that our app is continually updated, continually improving to meet the customer's needs. Our in-house development team is dedicated to keep improving our POEMS mobile app, right? We have interviewed over hundreds and hundreds of traders and investors to produce this app. Another feature about what we also focus on is a trading representative or an equity specialist to be assigned to every retail investor to personally assist investors how to navigate the financial storms. And that's very important because every day in investing, you have to make an informed decision.
Luke, share with us what your market is doing in terms of retail education, and what is Phillip Securities' advice to clients when they're investing in the US? What should they be aware of when they're investing outside of their home country?
I think one of the common questions for my Asian clients will be currency risk. How do we hedge the US dollar currency, the different trading hours? And for some of our investors, it suits their lifestyle because they work during the daytime, they can invest in the nighttime, right? So it works well for them. Of course, we try to tell them, don't trade too late. If not, it's very hard to wake up the next morning for your work. The other thing we also have noticed and we have built up our capability is an equity research team dedicated to US markets. And in Asia, there are very few equity research teams dedicated to US market. And I think that's something that we begin to build out and something that we're continuing to investing in. And the idea is not just to give access to US research, but make it available in print form, in video, and in podcasts. We also host a suite of webinars for our investors, from basic introduction of how to invest to technical analysis trading to expert panels. We also invite US listed companies to be featured on our platform, on our webinars, where our analysts will ask them detailed investor questions. We also have quarterly strategy sessions where our fund managers and research analysts will share about their strategy outlook. We also have weekly technical analysis charting coupled by forums and community where investors can continue to take the discussions home in the community. And lastly, we offer US monthly webinars where we cover the monthly movements of our US market. On top of that, besides research reports, journals, we also publish out the top US traded counters to give investors more and more information so that they can make informed decisions.
And finally, as a well-established player in the local industry, what do you want to tell investors about the very important lessons we've learned from the COVID-19 pandemic from a financial perspective?
I think the pandemic made us realize that anything can happen, right? And there are always financial shocks. And I think when investors begin to experience it for themselves, they begin to feel the understanding and importance of investing in the future, and investing and making your portfolio resilient for a rainy day. The other trend we also observe is the idea of they have more free time or they're working from home and they can invest on the go, right? Because they have more free time, we realize that they trade throughout the day. So because they have this quick snapshot, quick decision, and then a quick trade. So investing on the go. I think the last trend that we see from young investors today is they are beginning to interested in investing. They start off with US trading, and then some of them will experiment on crypto, and then move off to NFTs. However, what is important is that investors should constantly look out for brokers that have the knowledge and insight to guide them through today's products as well as products for tomorrow.
All right, Luke, we appreciate the insight. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.